What's up, everybody? Now, I said that I was going to make a video regarding which martial art or arts I think are the best for whatever particular situation you're in. And then I got this gentleman's comment regarding Wing Chun and the effectiveness of it. And I have to say this is regardless of what martial art you take or whatever discipline you're in, whether you're a boxer, kickboxer, Muay Thai, karate guy, jiu-jitsu, wrestler, judo, whatever the hell discipline you study, any and all of them will tell you it's not the style itself, it's the fighter. It's whatever gifts that they have along with the discipline they have. Now, do some martial arts work better in certain scenarios? Absolutely. But then that's when we have to ask a few questions. First question I got to ask is who are you fighting and why? Now, some people, they might join a specific martial arts club or want to study a certain discipline because maybe they saw it and thought it looked cool. Maybe their family got into it. It's a traditional family thing. Maybe they want to do it for health and physical fitness or a hobby, or maybe they want to compete in sports. But I do have to say this. If you're over the age of 30, well, realistically 25, but if you're over the age of 30 and you're still getting in a bunch of pointless bar fights, street fights, and scuffles, get your life together. Seriously, get it together. Like, don't you have something better to do than just start, picking random fights with a bunch of dickheads in the streets? Like, really, why would you want to risk your health, your freedom, your life, the court fees, the hospital bills? Why would you want to risk that getting into a pointless fight when you could just do something else? Now, I have at this point over a decade of martial arts experience, but even me personally, I will just de-escalate the situation and walk away before I even throw a punch. It's called self-defense for a reason. Now, am I saying that I'm the best martial artist in the world? No, but I do know how to protect myself if the situation calls for it. And if you watch a lot of these other guys, they'll say some martial arts knowledge is better than no martial arts knowledge at all. And I would say that's about 80% true, because most guys on the streets don't know how to fight. I would say probably about 80% of people walking this earth don't know a particular martial art discipline, but they've been in a whole bunch of street fights and they've been in a whole bunch of scuffles. And that unpredictability makes them really, really dangerous. Now, like I said, I have over a decade of martial arts experience, but could somebody who just took up boxing yesterday knock me the hell out if they connect once? They absolutely could. And I'm aware of that. You also have to take into account body composition as well, because as they say in professional sports, there are weight classes for a reason. So the guy you're fighting, like, is he 5'6", 150 pounds? Is he 6'4", 250? Is he muscular? Is he on the fat, thicker side? Is he scrawny? Does he have fast hands? Does he have long legs? Is he quick? Is he slow? Do his punches feel like mosquito bites? Do his punches and kicks feel like a Mack truck hit you? You have to ask these questions because in the streets, you don't know. And that right there is the main reason why a lot of martial artists or people who are even somewhat adept at martial arts don't go out here in the streets picking fights, because you don't know. That person could have a particular skill level and could fold your ass like a napkin in the blink of an eye. This is why street fights are more dangerous and unpredictable than you fighting in a cage, an octagon, or a four-sided ring. Because if you're a professional fighter, you at least can study your opponent. You at least can, okay, let me look at their other fights. Let me see how they move, react. Let me look, let me watch tape on them. If you're in the street against just some random Joe, you can't do that. But that's the reason why I say that if you're going to take a particular martial art, you need to do a little bit of research, and you need to see which one is best for your life and which one would fit your program the best. And I personally don't think that you should be fighting anyway unless you're either training to be an instructor, you're doing it just for a hobby, or you are training to fight professionally. Unless you're getting paid to throw punches, don't be out here throwing punches. Now, I want to double back to body composition right quick, because a person could look physically imposing. They could look big, tall, strong, whatever, but they could have a glass jaw and one punch could put their ass right to sleep. Now, me, I'm 5'6", 150 pounds, but I decided to take up Kung Fu because that is the style that I believe that works best for me. Are there other styles I could have chosen that fit my body type and style? Absolutely. But I thought that because of my flexibility and because of my speed, that might work best for me. So before you hear somebody say, oh, Wing Chun, that won't work against a boxer. Oh, you're a Muay Thai guy, that won't work against the guy who can wrestle. Oh, you're a kickboxer, it won't work against the guy who knows BJJ. All it takes is one punch, one properly placed strike, or one slam to change the whole outcome of the fight. And my instructor told me this, like, you don't need to know a whole bunch of fancy flips and kicks and, techniques. I mean, you could really end a fight in one or two moves. And a lot of people don't even know this. How long do y'all think the average street fight lasts? because everybody's so accustomed to MMA and boxing rules. Like, oh, you get a 3-minute time limit, whatever. Like, I'm gonna tell you guys this: the average street fight lasts anywhere between 5 and 30 seconds, because 5 and 30 seconds is all it takes to really end a fight. Like my instructor said, you want to end the fight as quickly as possible, using as little injury as possible. And that's the thing, is a lot of people don't realize that. You really think that a lot of people have the stamina to go, for rounds and rounds at a time? I'll tell you this: I've thrown punches for a minute straight, and my arms felt like a brick of lead the next day. So yes, stamina is important, but a lot of people want to bring up stamina, but it doesn't really matter in a 30-second street fight before somebody either breaks it up or gets knocked the hell out. Now to get to the nitty gritty and what y'all all came here for, as far as what style would work best for you. I would say that if you're tall or if you have long limbs or long reach, I would say that a striking art like boxing or kickboxing or maybe even Muay Thai would work for you. But y'all also have to remember that there are styles within a style. Like, take boxing, for instance. Look at Vladimir Klitschko. Vladimir Klitschko, who in his prime, 6'5", 6'6", 250 pounds. Like, he couldn't fight in a style, like, he couldn't fight in a peekaboo style like Mike Tyson. He couldn't fight in the defensive Philly shell style like Floyd Mayweather. He fought according to his strengths. He was tall, with a long jab, and a very, very fast straight. That worked for him. They say you shouldn't kick in a street fight, but I would say that if you're fast on your feet and you have longer limbs, then Taekwondo, something like that, might work for you. Now, Taekwondo, a lot of people give that flack too, but I would say that's one of the better striking arts, especially for your legs. But if you want to combine it with another grappling art, that'd be great too. Now, for the grappling arts, I would say that if you kind of have shorter limbs or if you have a more compact body style, whether you're thicker or you're more muscular, I would say that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or wrestling might work best for you. And let's just say that you might not be that fast or that coordinated or that technically gifted, but you have God-given strength and you got one punch knockout power to knock somebody out. You could just be a size and a strength bully. That might work for you. But if you're just overall well balanced, like you're not particularly good at anything, but you're okay at everything, like, let's just say you have average body type, average reach, size, strength, whatever, then a traditional martial art, might work for you. And I say traditional martial art like karate, taekwondo, kung fu, because they can work with you, whatever instructor, Sifu or sensei, they can work with you. They can see all your strengths and all your weaknesses, and they can just work on whatever works best for you. But guys, regardless of whatever martial arts you take, if all else fails, walk away. Get the hell out of there. Because no martial art can save you from a pow pow or a chink chink or 7 dudes ready to stomp your damn face in. Because you got to remember, these fights on the streets, those guys, their goal is not to do it flashy or with a whole bunch of finessing technique. Their goal is to hurt you. Their goal is to do damage to you as fast and as ugly as possible. That's a lot of things. Like, people see all these martial arts movies and stuff like that. Like, no, fighting in the streets, not like that. Street fights are dirty, they are ugly, and they are rough. But I would say if you have a good understanding of yourself, then try several different martial arts. Go to an MMA gym, go to box. I would just start with boxing as a base, but just try out a whole bunch of different martial arts until you find one that works for you personally. And also, have some fun, because you're not going to want to do something that you don't like. If you don't enjoy it, then it's pointless. But anyway, hopefully this helped. I'll be back soon with another video like this. Y'all have a good one.